As a broke college kid who works out a lot, eggs were always my go-to when I wanted to eat a lot but not break the bank. Today I'm going to teach you my personal favorite way to cook an egg, and that's going to be with an omelet. So there are several different ways to cook an omelet, but I'm going to show you the most basic way. So let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start with a bowl and 3 eggs and a fork. I'm going to take the eggs and I'm going to lightly crack them on the edge of the table and pull it apart with my fingers. Just like that. I'm going to do that with every egg. Alrighty. And make sure you wash your hands after this so you don't get salmonella all over your kitchen. Once I got my eggs in the bowl, I'm just gonna very aggressively whisk them together so then they are all the same consistency. Some of it might splash out, that's okay, no big deal, just make sure you clean it up. Alrighty. So as you can see, it is all like this nice yellow consistency. That is exactly what you want. And it's very important that we do not season the eggs right now, because personally I use pepper in my seasoning and that will make the omelet look very gray. So we're gonna season it at the end. Alrighty, now we can start cooking. So I've got my pan here and I'm gonna go ahead and turn my stove onto medium heat. For my stove, that's gonna be about number 4 on the little dial. And I'm gonna use extra virgin olive oil, but you can use butter, you can use pan, really it's up to you. I use about a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, and I kind of swirl it around so then it coats the entire pan. You wanna make sure that most, if not all of that pan is completely covered with your olive oil. Once that's in the pan, and we're gonna actually let it heat up for about 30 seconds to a minute. We don't want it to get too hot, but we still want it to be warm. If it's too hot and we put the eggs in, it will actually burn the bottom, which is not what we want. So now we're gonna take our whisked eggs and we're just gently gonna pour that in there. Oh yeah. Alrighty. And as you can see, it's not hot enough to really be doing anything, but that's what we want. We want it to nice and slowly cook, so then it's still nice and wet, but it's still all the way done. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid over the top, and I'm gonna leave it there for about 3 minutes. I'm not gonna touch it, I'm not gonna swirl it around. I'm gonna let it actually solidify. Here, ready. So it's not completely solidified on the top, but we do not want it to be completely solidified, because at that point you're gonna overcook it. So now I go to what looks like the best side, the strongest side. I get my spatula under there, I get about halfway in, and I go ahead and I just turn it over very gently. And you almost fold it like a paper. If you do not get it on your first try, you can always just kind of push it on over, but as you can see, I flipped that really well. So right now, this is where I actually enjoy adding my seasoning. I got this Chicago steak seasoning, but really all it has in there is onion powder, salt, pepper. So it's really basic and it's really good on eggs. All right, so once we got that side seasoned, it's been about 45 seconds. I can get under there and flip it nicely. Oh yeah. Nice and yellow on that side, haven't overdone it. I'm gonna get the rest of my seasoning and I'm gonna season this side as well. It's important that you generously season both sides so you get the full flavor of it. And I'm gonna let that sit on for about 45 seconds as well. After it's done cooking for 45 seconds, I just get a plate and I just carefully slide it out like that. And now you've got a perfect omelet. Most basic omelet you can cook. Now it's time to taste. Oh yeah. Awesome, really good. As you can see, super easy, super cost effective, and a great snack. Well, I hope you guys are more confident that you can make omelets on your own. I will see you eggheads later.